Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Julie's Jewels, Way to Cool edition. It's spring 2025, and we're so excited because Way to Cool is right around the corner, just a handful of weeks away. People are doing their training, and people are starting to, we've got a last couple more weeks of ramping up and do another wave of running. So we're here with Makiko Yamashita talking about Skratch Labs. Obviously, Julie's here. How you doing, Julie? How you been?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I got a little bit of a rib pain. I did Black Canyon this last weekend, and I fell twice, which is it's rough. Falling is rough. Got some band-aids, but I survived. It was rough. I learned a lot.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you finished.
I finished.
Congrats.
No matter how many ultras you do, there's always lessons to be learned. It's always something that you didn't think about or something to plan for. So it was a good race. So now we're back here. So we're here tonight talking with Makiko about Skratch.
Yeah.
So you've been a long time sponsor of the race, or at least the last couple of years, right?
Yeah, this is actually the second year.
Second year.
Yeah, but it feels longer. I mean, I have been having a great time, but it's gonna be the first Way to Cool, so it's super exciting.
Yeah.
After last year,
we didn't get to have the race, unfortunately, because
Yeah.
of Mother Nature. But
Yeah.
we'll have a very nice race day this year on March 1st.
So
Yeah.
what you've worked with Julie on other races, or what other races have you done with her?
So we did Air 50
Mhm.
and Rio de Lago last year. Yeah, so now it's coming back to full circle.
Yeah.
Way to Cool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. So, and Skratches, yeah, I've used Skratch the last couple of years, and I've tried both of these, the new products and the older product, and I like them. I really love this one here as well. The new ones are nice. I really love those. So,
Yeah. Great.
so have you been working with Skratch a long time? How long have you been with Skratch?
For about 2 years.
Okay.
So I'm on the field marketing team. It's been about 2 years, and the team has grown quite a bit. But it's really nice group of people. I mean, Skratch, I always like the products, all the natural ingredient and easy on the stomach, taste good. But also, we are like growing a great group of people with a different background, and each of us. I feel like each of us brings in a different skill set, different perspective. So it's really collaborative and a positive environment. So I really enjoy working for them.
And when you're at the races that we've had, when you've been out there, what have you enjoyed most about being out on the course and when the races going on?
Well, I mean, we support a lot of races, but I'm based in California, Northern California. So yeah, a lot of local races. I was able to travel to the companies based in Boulder. So I went to Leadville last year. So we get to go to different areas and get to travel. But I really enjoy supporting local races. So, like Julie's races, it's really rewarding in a sense that I get to see a lot of familiar faces. And it's like always like a reunion of local people, right? Like I get to see new people every time too, but also reconnect with people I haven't seen for a while, or like I see on the trail, but I don't get to talk to. It's a really good opportunity to reconnect. And I feel so nice and grateful to be in this position that I can support all these runners and friends as a sponsor, providing the products that would help them perform at their best. So it's special to be here for Way to Cool and all the local ultra races.
Yeah.
No, we love our partnership with Skratch, and we're super excited to debut Skratch at Way to Cool this year. What was your first interaction with Skratch before you were on the field marketing team? And we know you're a runner, so
well, I like many other runners, I struggle to find all the fueling options, what works for me and what doesn't, right? Like I had all this a period of time that I couldn't really eat anything, and I just went visit. But then of course it just comes back to me, and I just really looking into what I can do. And Skratch was one of the things that worked for me. Hydration and juice and all those products, it just basically tasted good, and I was able to take in more calories. So I always liked the products. And then as I participate in different events, I see some people who are associated with Skratch. So it's just like, friends of friends. That was eventually the way that led me to be on a team.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good when you like the product. I mean, it makes it easy. I mean, I know a lot of us runners, we've tried all different types of in these powders and stuff, and
Yeah.
you typically like one, but then typically in an ultra, you get tired of the sweet or the flavor, and then halfway through the race, you're like, I'll just have water, and then at that point, you're just asking for trouble. So what I love about this product is that you can have it all day long. I packed some in my bag when I was at Black Canyon. I packed little Ziplocs of one bottle each, and I packed them in there, and
Yeah.
they're lightweight, and I was never tired of it, even at the evening. I was never tired, which is pretty nice.
No, that's so great to hear. So yeah, let's talk about the high carb then. So typically, we are known for sports hydration drinks. So when we support races, this is what most races will have. It's electrolyte, and that provides you sodium and some sugar, some calorie. But the focus is electrolyte and hydration. But this high carb is also powder form, but this is basically a liquid calorie. So when you're pushing hard, you're doing a long ultra, this is something easy to take in a lot of calorie without chewing or without, taking a lot of gels or something really sweet. So like you mentioned, this product is not very sweet. It's made from cluster dextrin. It's a complex chain of carbohydrate. So it's different from simple sugar. So it's digesting to your system more slowly. So it gives you more sustainable energy instead of causing a sugar spike. It's more sustainable, but also lack of sweetness makes it easy for you to drink, right? Like when you are tired of all the sweet things and you don't want to eat real food either, like nothing seems appetizing. This is something,
Yes,
it doesn't
yeah.
taste like much of anything. It's slightly sweet and slightly tart. So I find it refreshing, and also you don't have to drink everything at once. You can put in a bottle, you can sip as you go. So yeah, this is a good option to take in calories when you know you need to take in calories, but you don't want to eat anything else.
Yeah,
So,
or
yeah.
aid station food is.
Yeah.
How many salty potatoes can you really have before you're like, okay, I need something else?
Yeah. And with the high carb, you can mix. So it's 400 calories per 7 scoops if you were to do it full strength, right?
Yeah.
But you can, and you've done this at Rio and AR for our runners out on course, is make that half strength or a quarter of the strength. And so, like Makiko said, you're still getting some calories just at in a bottle, and you're able to just sip that and kind of digest that, and it really helps once you cannot do any solid or gel like calories any longer to really have that high carb solution in your bottle.
Yeah, that's right. That the one thing about this product is it's really customizable. So one serving at the aid station, I will have this ready for runners, and I will mix it with the strength of 400 calories, 100 gram of carb in one bottle like this, 16 ounce. Yeah. But also, if this is too much for you, we can fill the half of the bottle with high carb and then fill with water, and then that's going to be 200 calorie, right? So yeah, we can customize, and even when we make it strong, like you mentioned, it's not going to be sweet.
Yeah.
So
I usually go with about
nice
4
thing.
scoops. That's kind of what I like.
Yeah.
200, 250 calories a bottle. It seems like it's easy math for me, and it works well. And then it doesn't like increase like with a lot of powders. If you go more a third scoop, it's too sugary. It's too much. This says the flavor is very mild. So cool. About Way to Cool, where will we see you? Because you're going to be out there on course and in response. Where will we like packet pick up or during the race?
Yeah, everywhere. So at race day, I will be at the packet pickup, like early registration or whatever.
Mhm.
When people are preparing for the race, I will be there to provide something warm.
Mm.
So this hydration mix, this is lemon lime, available at every aid station. Of course, cold, regular temperature. But we have apple cider hydration. It's a seasonal product we released last fall, and we still have it's available, and it's really delicious, warm. So the race day, it's gonna be most likely cold. So I will mix it with hot water. So come find me, and you can stay warm and hydrated before the race.
That sounds
So
good, doesn't it?
yeah, so we'll do that, and then runners go the first 8 mile loop, and they come back to the start finish area. So that's where I have also aid station, probably next to the official aid station, and that's where I will have high carb products mixed in a cooler, ready to go. So one thing about high carb, it's when it works, it's great. But one thing is, it just takes some time and patience to mix it really well. It dissolves well in the water, but it takes time. So like when you're on the go, you mix it during the race. Sometimes people get frustrated because it doesn't dissolve right away. So that's why I think it's nice that I have it ready in cooler, and you just need to fill your bottle with it. So at mile 8, I have this ready. But that's the only place you can have high carb. Well, actually, I should have this at the race start as well. So when you have warm apple cider, I will have high carb as well. So if you want to start with high carb, just sip it slowly. First 8 miles, you can have this as well. And then mile 8, you can refill your bottle with high carb again. That's those are the two places you can find high carb. And then I will stay there to welcome all the runners finishing, and also have recovery drinks. So we have a few different flavors, but we recently released vegan oat milk latte. So it's one option. Sometimes it's a dairy based recovery drinks. Vegan people come to me and, oh, you have anything else? So this time I will have vegan option for you.
I will check it out.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's where I will be on the race day. And then also the day before packet pickup at Fleet Feet Folsom, I will be there. And I will have everything ready. Everything ready for people to sample, like everything available at the aid station.
It's good to hear about it again, because when I first heard of Skratch a couple years ago, I was a little bit confused on the different products and how they work and why use this and why use this. But now that I've been around it a little while, I understand the differences and why use. I like the idea of starting off with a bottle of this in the morning, and then at mile 8, you'd have your breakfast and a couple of bottles of 400 calories. You'd be loaded up, ready to go for for several hours. So that'd be nice.
Yeah, and we're also going to have the chews out on course as well at all the aid stations. Right. So this flavor is sour cherry, and I think we have orange. And there's a new one coming. Yeah, so we can't say what it is. But if you run American River, you will see the new Skratch Chews. Its new flavor out there. So the new flavor is gonna be released on March 4th. But at the packet pickup, I will bring a bunch of samples, so you can see what they are. First sneak preview, exactly. So you'll know before it actually goes to market on March 4th. So come to Fleet Feet Folsom on Friday, the day before the race.
Yeah, packet pickup. That sounds good.
Yeah. So I want to mention one thing though. So the chew packet, when you look at the back label, you see 80 calorie, and a lot of times people think the whole packet is 80 calorie. So 80 is half the packet. So 5 pieces, the packet usually have 10, 11 pieces. So if you eat the whole packet, it's 160.
Okay, that's a good idea. Because you wouldn't have thought about that. I would have thought the whole bag was, that's good to know. And then this is something you can have, you can nibble on this while you're running.
Mhm.
Often this is nice if you have a sour stomach, and if usually if you're running, you're not feeling well. This will kind of you can get yourself back to a good position by starting to eat these. Sometimes this is maybe
Yeah.
all you can have for a while if you're not feeling well. So it's great to have
Yeah.
chews in your
Yeah.
your arsenal so you can be ready for it.
And these are really great because they do not get stuck in your teeth. They're very chewable and digestible too. So you won't have to worry if all the calories are just sitting in your teeth
Yeah.
trying to make its way down for energy. So really like the Skratch chews, and those again will be at all of the aid stations. And just to make a note too, the lemon lime is non-caffeine, no caffeine.
Mhm.
We have another flavor, the raspberry limeade,
Yeah.
that will be on course, and that has caffeine in that. That will be on the second half of the course. So aid stations 3 through 5 will have the raspberry and the lemon lime. The first two aid stations will just have the lemon lime hydration there. So just make a note that raspberry limeade does have caffeine in it. What was how much are we talking?
Oh, about 50 milligram of caffeine.
50
on, one
milligrams for a bottle.
Yeah.
That's like a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think most runners are
Yeah.
caffeine goers, but
Yeah.
You're like,
50. So, but
Yeah.
nothing that's gonna make you crazy or jittery or throw
Yeah.
yourself into.
Or you can also mix with
So-
non-caffeine ones too. If
Yeah.
that's too much. I
Mhm,
mean, it tastes pretty good because like everything tastes pretty mild.
Mhm.
So a lot of products you can mix and it still tastes pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
I think one of the things about the high carb, and I've tried some other products in the high carb department, and those have taken me some time to get used to. And
Mhm.
full disclosure, I was running 100 miles on my treadmill last year, the year before, and I used 4 bottles of high carb Skratch, full strength. Never had tried the high carb before,
Yeah.
and worked like
Wow.
a champ. No issues, if at all. I felt the best. Like
Wow.
no crashing, no bunking. It was at a point where 16, 17 miles in, I could not do any more solid foods at the moment, and needed the hydration too, right? So I need some of that as
Okay,
well.
yeah.
And like that, was able to take in those 400 calories, not a problem. So
Wow.
yes, huge props to Skratch, and big fans over here sitting here talking about Skratch. But I really, if you haven't tried it, see Makiko Friday and or Saturday, and you should definitely give it a try.
Well, that's just amazing to run a 100-miler on treadmill. Actually,
Skratch. This is like it's the best 400 calories, and I'm not joking
Yeah.
you. And like we talked about, you can sip it, so you're not having to like just
Yeah.
throw it down. Like food, if you don't eat the whole thing, it's sometimes hard to carry, or make it portable. And you're just running with your bottle, so little by little it's going in, and
Yeah.
super smooth. The taste is not overly sweet whatsoever, and you really feel like you're getting like substance. I don't know how to explain, but like different than electrolyte, I think. And for people that have used a lot of electrolyte, like it to me it feels a little bit different, but in a good way, that I'm actually getting some real hardcore substance in my real good fuel. So
okay, so you don't feel hungry.
I didn't feel hungry. I mean, I would try to keep eating as I could, but I definitely did not feel hungry. I felt very leveled off, and again, no like crashing, or that give me some more sugar that I need. So it was a very leveled off, and full strength solution. But again, you can customize it and make it what you want. And even if you got 100 calories in your bottle, it's better than no calories too. But I think it's a product where you can take a risk and really try to add a few more scoops. And I you can come see me personally if it really disrupts your stomach. But I've done it, tried it, and continues to work. So
That's exciting. Well, I'm excited for Way to Cool and excited for the scratches here and excited about the little warm drink in the morning and trying some new the stuff. That's exciting. I'm sure the runners will be excited too. And choose. It's gonna be a great weekend out there.
Yeah, that would be a great week.
Well, thanks for coming out, Makiko.
Yeah.
Nice to see
Thank
you.
you.
Wonderful
Yeah.
to see you again. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Shirley.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys at Way to Cool.